explored many of the different features that are available in the tracing UI. Let's go through a kind of a worked example now. So I have the default screen here that I haven't filtered anything by any sort of change. Let's arrange this right open so we can actually just see all the data that's available. Now, the use case I'm going to follow is I'm looking for errors that are causing timeouts and slow sort of spans to occur. So really straightforward. I have two options here. I can go by percentile, look for the 99th percentile, or I can look at the spans duration. I'm going to look at the spans duration because I think there's a large variance here in what's actually happening with the data. And immediately, how cool is that? I found the outlier. There's just this one thing that took 41 seconds. Wow. If we can expand that a little bit, maybe we'll see a bit more data. See, this is just a huge outlier and it really throws things off. So let's use a percentile. So now we're actually using multiple features together rather than, because there's this one that's way out there, it's kind of skewed the latency checking. So now we'll switch to percentiles. This is the power of the Coralogix platform, I think, is that there's always many different ways to attack things. Then I want to filter by just showing only errors. So now these are errors with 99th percentile latency on them. Maybe I know particular applications that are struggling, or what I can do is I can sort by error duration. So now I know these have errors. I have 13 errors here, 500 internals here. So we've gone from thousands and thousands of 250,000 traces to 368 traces immediately. And these are the most critical traces that exist in your system. These are actually all spans. What I can do is I can change the tracing UI. And now I have grouped together the full transactions that occurred. So we just pick one here, for example. And then what this will do is it will actually open up the span for us and we can see the full path of the error. See everything that happened. So we know all this stuff worked just fine, but we know there was some issue down here somewhere. So this is really interesting because it gives you a really powerful insight into what's actually going on in the system. And then we can change this if we want, like a flame view, or we can do a Gantt view if we really want. The dependencies view is really nice for the error spotting. And what we can do is we can open up the related data as we saw before, and we can explore all the different values that are available for this particular service. And we see, oh, so this is a really solid indication there's been some up and down time for this particular pod, right? Because the break in spans is really interesting. We can see that low CPU utilization, the memory use doesn't seem to be spiking in any particular extreme way. And then if we look at the host, we can have a look again. So in just a couple of clicks, we're looking at logs, metrics, and traces. We've managed to go from 250,000 spans, lock that down into our error-causing long spans, and then we've locked that down even further into one or two really important ones that we've then begun to explore all the details about. We can even see the nature of the error here. Credit card info is invalid. So that just gives you such a powerful insight into what's actually happening in a system in like 5 clicks. So these are the kinds of use cases that you need to become really solid with when you're using the Coralogix platform, because these are the kinds of things that will really matter to you at those 3 a.m. instances, or indeed when you're just doing continuous improvement, continuous performance optimization, and you're looking for those real problem-causing constraints on your system.